Okay, hi, my name is Allison Price, and I'm going to be answering the questions for the project. The first question is, what is the difference between standards and curriculum? The difference between standards and curriculum is that standards are something that the state sets that should be taught in all classrooms, while the teachers can make the curriculum. This way is that each of these students are taught the standards while they're getting a little bit different by the curriculum, by the teacher who's teaching them, who may have a little bit more knowledge of what the students need. The second question is, what is the teacher's role in deciding what is being taught in the classroom? The teacher's role is really important. They're the ones who are making the curriculum, they're making the lesson plans, they're just making sure that it meets the standards of the state. For the third question is, how is your standards document organized? So for mine, I did the computer science grades 9 through 12. As you can see, there's five different sections, and in between these, there are anywhere between four, I think, is the lowest standards in a section. Yeah, four, and the highest is 24. All of these things are very important for students to know and understand while they're learning the basics of computer science. So the main categories that are used in this, they're broken down into five, as you can see right here. Computing systems, data and analysis, impact of computing, network and the internet, algorithms, and programming are the four main things. And so for the one I picked to kind of talk about, I chose standard 2.2, and it states applying basic techniques for locating and collecting and understanding the quality of data sets. Um, Sorry, I'm just rereading my notes. The things that I noticed for the nouns and the verbs is the word applying, that students are making sure that that they're learning are being applied. And it's not that students are just understanding, they have to apply what they learned, but they also need to be able to do things like locating, collecting, and understanding, as it says here. So with these standards, you have to choose the Bloom's technology and Webb's depth knowledge. For this, I thought that the Bloom's technology would be in the applying stage, as it says in the um, learning in the standard that they are applying tasks, and they are starting to kind of get a grasp on what they wanted, which leads into the web depth knowledge, which I think they would probably be around level two, where they're starting to get the concepts and enough to be able to then apply to what they're learning. And I think that should be all of the questions.